My name is Edward Lawson. I am 68 years old, and the day my own son-in-law threw me down the attic stairs, I truly believed I was going to die. I want you to understand something before I tell you this story. I am not a man who dramatizes. I am not a man who exaggerates. For more than 3 decades, I sat on a bench in a courtroom and listened to testimony from people in the worst moments of their lives. I learned to separate emotion from fact. I learned to weigh truth against performance. I know the difference between real pain and theater. What I am about to tell you is not theater. Every word of it is real. Every bruise was real. Every crack that echoed through that stairwell, real. Every tear that rolled down my face as I lay broken at the bottom of those stairs, every single one of them was real. And the rage I felt, that was the most real thing of all. But before I continue with my narration, I would like you to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comment where you're watching from. That afternoon, a Tuesday, grey and cold, the kind of afternoon that feels like the world has given up. Everything I thought I knew about my family collapsed in a single moment of violence, so sudden, so savage, that my body couldn't process it fast enough to protect itself. He confronted me at the top of the attic stairs. His name is Daniel Carr. He stood in the doorway with his jaw tight and his eyes full of something I'd never seen directed at me before. Not irritation, not disrespect, not the usual cold shoulder he'd been perfecting for 2 years. This was something older and uglier than all of that. This was hatred, pure, unfiltered, contemptuous hatred, the kind that doesn't care who gets hurt. "Get out of my house, you worthless old man," he roared. His voice shook the walls, and his face, Lord, his face was twisted into something that didn't look entirely human anymore. I had seen that expression before, in courtrooms, on men being escorted to prison in handcuffs, men who had already decided they had nothing left to lose. I raised my hands. I opened my mouth to speak. I thought, foolishly, naively, that we could still talk, that there was still some version of this moment that ended with words instead of broken bones. I was wrong. Before I could even steady myself, his hands slammed into my chest. The world vanished beneath my feet. I want you to understand what it means to fall down a flight of wooden stairs at 68 years old. It is not a movie fall. There is no slow motion. There is no graceful tumbling. There is only chaos, violent, merciless, unforgiving chaos. My body hit the first step with a force that drove the air out of my lungs in a single brutal gasp. Then the second step caught my spine. Then the third caught my shoulder. Then my head hit the railing.